Hello, welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. I hope you all are well today. We're going to take a look at the energy coming in today, see if we can pull some encouragement out of this energy. Happy Tuesday. We made it through Monday. Yay. We made it through Monday. Let's see what's waiting for us the rest of this week. I do have a new moon reading coming out here later on today, talking about the energies coming up for us during this new moon. That's going to happen on the 29th, okay? So watch out for that video. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you have not. If for some reason you are looking for a more personable reading, because these are general, right? Make sure that you hit me up in my email. If you also just want to stop by and say, hey, how you doing? I'll talk back, okay? Here's my email, LettiSpeak@gmail.com. If you are wanting to schedule, you could go straight to my link in my calendar and schedule that way as well. Let's take a look at what's coming in today. What are the energies that are arising today, Spirit? All right, so there could be things to put to rest that we're dealing with. I'm feeling that Five of Pentacles energy, things that are difficult possibly to walk away from or to set down, things that's going to take a little bit of a process, to eliminate. But this does feel like a very beautiful time to do it. I've been getting a lot coming in about luck. During this season, things feel like they are possibly have moved into a more easy flowing energy right now. And so if there was ever a time to try to make a shift, if you've been trying to walk away from something, transition into a new beginning, now is the time, right? With the luck coming out here. We have grief, right? Processing something difficult, possibly letting it go. Luck, but having, the sense of fortune in the energy that would support you if you decided to do that. Dominance as well. There could be some power struggles happening here in the energy today. That could very well be a struggle with self, a struggle between the wheels of doing what the will wants to do, doing what we know would probably be the best thing to do, but then having the struggle of actually doing it, possibly even tussling with physical restraints, physical restrictions, some type of challenge in the physical. It's almost like the mind has decided that this change is necessary. Now we need to convince the body, right? Now we need to convince our physical realm of what has already taken place in the spiritual, in our minds. There's something about a struggle happening here. This struggle could also be within your environment. There could be a power struggle happening in your dynamic right now. Definitely could absolutely be within work, where there's like a power struggle going on between a boss and an employee. Maybe the boss is overstepping their boundaries or trying to assert their power in ways that is just excessive. It could be that kind of power struggle. That could be a struggle within a family dynamic, but there's some tuggle happening. And if it's not within yourself, this is with someone else that you're dealing with today. However, like I said, the energies are actually showing up in your favor right now. And so if there was a time to step outside of that dynamic, to step outside of this struggle and just release it and turn a new leaf, this will be the moment to do it. It feels like. We also have self-interest coming in. This is a time not really to be concerned with what's going on with others or around you. This might be a time for you to really attune to what is needed for you to thrive in this moment. What's needed for you to survive in this moment. Self-interest is really, it could be considered a selfish energy or selfish motive, but there's something underlying this energy that says, listen, right now, I really need to take care of myself. I love you, or I'm supporting you, but this is really about me, my well-being, my mental health, my self-esteem. This is about me. And so there's something here about needing to cut everything off and really turn towards yourself right now. That will produce the best outcome, is what I'm hearing. And it may be considered selfish. That's okay. We know it's not. And so there's something about that here, needing to do that. Yeah, survival coming out. When you do that, it's going to move you out of this energy of feeling like you're between a rock and a hard place, or you're being tested, or you're being tried. When you do this, it's going to move you out of defensive mode and back into offensive mode. And not that there is a fight happening, but this is going to place you in a position where you're able to think clearly. You're not in fight or flight mode. You're able to actually see things clearly and plan and strategize in the way that's necessary to pull yourself out of the situation that's being dealt with today for some of you. And so be very careful in this energy today, because it does take a little bit more of a subtle observation with strategy, right? Whatever difficulty you're being met with today is definitely overcomable, but it's going to take the smooth operator, right? Not responding, right? Not responding or reacting, but maybe just observing and strategizing, finding out what would be the correct response, right? That's the kind of energy that I'm feeling. And then be careful of the energies that you are receiving right now as well with influence. That's going to play a huge part in the success of today. That could be advice you're receiving. It could be what you're listening to when it comes to like media. Influence is outside energies that possibly have some type of ramification on how we act or move forward. I don't know if this is going to be the best kind of influence here. And so be careful, right, of who you're receiving advice from right now. Be careful of what type of thoughts are entering into your mind. Just be very mindful of what you're entertaining right now. And the thing about this is what we're entertaining actually influences our actions. But if what we're entertaining is not in alignment with the outcome that we want, right? Say if you want to, stick it out in your relationship, and it's that you're in a tough time right now, but you just know that good is going to come from this. Well, the last thing you want to do is listen to some music that's telling you to leave that person and you don't need them, and you should have gone yesterday, but you want to listen to music that's going to align and that's going to encourage you to hang in there, that the best is yet to come, that all that you've poured into this will come back and you will reap the benefits of that, right? And so it's that kind of thing. Or don't call the friend that you know is going to tell you everything that you want to hear and support you without actually having a level of balance, right? Without hearing you out and, helping you to analyze the situation wisely. Don't call the friend that's just going to pop off and tell you, you know what you need to do? You need to go and bust them windows out. And, it's not that kind of advice that we're listening for. but we're listening for sound, solid wisdom, right? And that's just an example. It doesn't have to be concerning a relationship, but I'm talking about the type of influence that you are opening yourself up to right now will have everything to do with how this situation ends. Okay. I do feel like there's some situation today that is presenting a struggle. Okay. Let's take a look and see what's really going on here in this situation, Spirit. Where we got 13 minutes. All right, let's see if we can get done with this in the next 7. We can do it. We can do it. Let's do it. In the next 7, let's take a look and see what's going on with you. Yeah, I really do get a strong feeling like this is work. So I have the 3 of Pentacles coming out here. I have the Magician and the King of Wands. So either this is work or this could be your business. Either work or business. Either work or business. And the Magician says that this could be transitioning from work to a business that you're running. There's some level of creating something, manifesting something, working to bring something to life here. And I do feel like this might be like a transition from a workplace. You're in transition to currently maybe walking away from a job. Maybe you've already let them know this is your intention and things have gotten a little bit heated. That's what it feels like. Because you are on your way from what feels like a environment where there's this group dynamic, the 3 of Pentacles, this group collaboration, this group dynamic, but you're moving from that and you're creating this dynamic where you are the motivating force. You're your own inspiration. You're your own, this is almost like stepping over into entrepreneur energy. So for someone, you could be leaving the 9 to 5 and stepping into your own business right now. And of course, y'all know I gotta drop some cards. So we have the Tower and we have the 5 of Cups. And we have the Hierophant. So it feels difficult. It feels like you're destabilizing, and that's how you're interpreting it or how you're seeing it. Or you're thinking, is this going to turn out okay? Or is this going to be like a wreck, right? This is what you're thinking. Am I going to be able to transition? Is this going to be too much? Am I giving up some stability for something that's going to not work out? Like, you have some questions about this process. There's some concern here about walking away from something and stepping into something else. And you might even be asking and praying and seeking, spiritual guidance about this. Should you seek guidance about this, you're thinking about whether or not to do that. Because the Hierophant comes out here. I have the Tower, the 5 of Cups, and the Hierophant. And so those are your concerns or questions that might be going through your mind right now. the Tower, the Five of Cups, and the Hierophant. Should you? Let's see. Yeah. So we have 2 pages coming out here, which is the start of something, right? The difficulty of those beginning stages. I feel like this is coming in as a challenge right now for you. And then the 7 of Wands too. And it feels like having to relearn something, but also having, this vision of what it is that you desire. I don't feel like you currently are experiencing the height of your desires right now. Not to say that where you are is not providing and has not been beneficial, but there's more. And the challenge around that is having to relearn, possibly having to start all over from a student's position. I have 2 pages coming out here, which talks about a beginning level of something, the beginning level of pursuing a dream or a desire, the beginning level of working and studying something and becoming familiar, the beginning level of mastery. And then the 7 of Wands is possibly even being in a position right now of being able to do it. It's difficult being where you are. There's something about having to guard that position too. Maybe you are not letting a lot of people in on what you're doing right now. You feel very guarded with this process, and you have every right to be so with the energies that came out, because there's some challenges around you. There's definitely some challenges happening all around you. Not to mention the difficulty of this transition, the toll that it's taken on you, right? Also the outward opposition coming in, just making it possibly that much more difficult to make this transition. And so, let's see. What are we not seeing in this situation, possibly? What are we not seeing in this situation? So first of all, the 4 of Swords, like you may be possibly putting too much emphasis on this. This may in fact be something that you can rest through. There's something about this process that says for you to disengage and just kind of enter into this level of self-care. Self-interest did come out. Like this is a moment of you really having an opportunity to worry about yourself. This transition is providing a void for you to actually take care of yourself, and not even to a point where you can cut off the connections on that side and completely disengage from anything that might be trying to get a reaction or trying to come in and get information or find out where you are. Completely disengaging. This is an opportunity to do that you may not be seeing. And so during this transition, find ways to relax, find ways to redirect the anxious energies towards creativity or towards preparation, towards self-engagement and self-care, okay? Spirit is saying this is an opportunity that may in fact be used for your benefit, okay? So disengage. This is an opportunity to do that. We also have the 7 of Pentacles. This also may be an opportunity when it comes to your investments. There's something about seeing something come to fruition, something that you've invested in, or receiving the fruits of your labor. So during this transition, there may be some unexpected income coming in. There's something unexpected that'll be coming out of this, that'll be coming your way. And this may also align you more perfectly. Where you're going is going to be a better alignment for who you are. The King of Cups is like the perfect candidate. There's something about the King of Cups that it's not typical. The King of Cups is not typical, yet the King of Cups is able to kind of embrace any situation. Yeah. And in embracing, there's this matching that happens with the King of Cups. The King of Cups is like suited to serve. And there's that quirky thing about the King of Cups is the very thing that becomes the central point of what it is that he does so well, right? The King of Cups is in tune intuitively, is very balanced emotionally. There's something very beautiful with being able to stand beside and work with this type of person. And I feel like this is you. There's something very unique that you are bringing to the table. Now, if you don't know your value, you don't know your worth, someone does. This is how spirit is seeing you, which means other people are seeing you in this way as well. You may not even realize, right? This may be what all of this fuss is about, with you leaving this environment, this tumultuous energy that's being uplifted around this transition. It's because, they know what they're losing here. You're taking it personal, possibly, when it's not really personal, but it's more about being an asset, right? Losing an asset here. And so something here about spirit pointing to your value, your worth. I hope you know what you're worth, what your value, okay? This may be something that appears very important where you're going to. However this plays out, it's playing out in your favor, right? The energy right now is one with the Wheel of Fortune, the Star, okay? Listen, whatever's happening and settling in your life, whatever change is happening, when this plays out, this is going to land in your favor. This is your season. You have a level of support all around you that says, however you move, right, it's going to be good with the Wheel of Fortune. This even talks about energy and work that you put in coming back to you, right? It's all when the dust settles, it's going to settle in your favor. Not to worry, things are playing out for you, and this will end well for you. This may, in fact, end in what you wanted, right? The Star is being guided. This is not just happening, but this is actually a guided plan that's happening for you. And a plus to that is this may be something that you've asked for. The Star is also wish fulfillment. It's here for the grabbing, right? You've been working in some type of way on this whole time, being patient on the right time to make your move. Now is the time. And what you're working on will, in fact, pay off. It'll come to fruition. Like, it doesn't get any better than that. The Wheel of Fortune, followed by the Star, followed by the Temperance. The heavens, right, are singing support for you. Angels are orchestrating, right, success for you around what it is that you've asked for. That's what it feels like to me. And so this will, in fact, turn out favorably for you. Let's see. Lastly, I'm going to grab a spirit animal just to see if there's anything spirit wants you to be aware of. Could this play out as a relationship? Absolutely. It could. But I do feel like this is talking about a job. Okay. I got that very clearly here in the middle of the message. This is about a job, someone transitioning into something that they're going to be running, that they're going to have more sovereignty over when it comes to when, what, where, how, why. They're going to be taking on a greater level of responsibility for their own career, is what it feels like. So however that comes across, right? You could be leaving the 9 to 5 to jump into real estate. You could be leaving the 9 to 5 to jump into insurance. Whatever this is, it's going to be, it feels very entrepreneurial. Like you'll be taking on the responsibility of your career in some type of way, shape, or form. But could it be love? Yes, absolutely. I won't rule out that energy if it's resonating for you, okay? But I do feel strongly for my viewers that this is about career, okay? And your spirit animals coming out for this reading is the bat. Very interesting animal. The first thing that's coming to mind with the bat is that this bat operates at night. Operates best at night when things can't be seen, when things aren't clear. Change. It's a number 5, right? During this change, I feel like there's going to be a need to be open and to be open to navigating in ways that may not be clear, but there's going to be a level. See, bats have a sense of intuition. They can't see, but there's this connection with sound that tells them where things are. Very interesting. It really is an intuitive operation that the bat is functioning off of, not on sight, but on sound, connecting with the objects around it and the sound that it's making, the echoing back of sound. And so there's like an intuitive process that the bat is engaging in if we really look at it. And so during this change, the bat is going to actually come in and offer some wisdom. First of all, I feel like it's offering wisdom of being willing to be guided by your intuition and trust what you're feeling around you right now during this change. Things are changing, right? And so in the way that you're used to moving may in fact be changing as well. So this requires that you be guided by your intuition, okay? Because where you might usually go right, your intuition might be saying, not today. Today we need you to go left, right? So be in tune, tapped in, and guided, trusting what it is that you're feeling or hearing, okay? The bat is bringing in the energy of rebirth, being assured. This change is happening, okay? Then we have the ant spirit, which is a number 1. This change leading into a new beginning. The number 1s bring new beginnings. And if there's nothing else we know about ants is if there is a will, there is most definitely a way, right? An ant will carry a whole piece of cake, piece by piece, back to, where it is that they live and breed and survive. And they're very dynamic, very tenacious creatures. I think it's going to be between an ant and a roach. That's going to be the last living thing on the earth. One of them two, right? Very tenacious and resilient creatures. But the ant spirit is bringing in the energy of resiliency with this new beginning, this transformation, this rebirth coming in, right? This is a time to get to work like you ain't got no dang sense, okay, with the atmosphere. It's time to collaborate. It's time to open up and look for opportunities that are open for you as you start this new beginning, okay? That's the energy coming in for you, my dear. Whoever this is resonating with, that's the encouragement for you today. With that, I'm going to let you go. We're at 32 minutes. And so thank you for stopping by and taking a listen to this message. First of all, right? It is what it is. And there is promised success through this transition. Allowing yourself to go through it, allowing yourself to dare to pursue this is what has led you to this transition where you are today. And it is going to be rewarding. It is. So let's do it. All right. Like, share, comment. Thank you so much for your coming in, stopping by. Again, let me know how you're doing. Drop by, shout out, give me a shout out to my email and say hello. If you're looking for a personal, you can hit me up that way by dropping down in my comments and letting me know. You can shoot me an email, or you can go to my description and go straight over to my calendar and schedule. Either way, like, share, comment, subscribe if you have not, hit the bell so you'll be notified. Until next time, thank you for stopping by to Blood Moon Oracle, where we look at forward movement. Where are we going, baby? Come on, let's move. Let's do it. Until next time, take care and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.